Hello, all. This is Viro here, and welcome to a new Let's Play of some sorts. As you see on the screen, we got Pokemon Leaf Green version. I was not a Pokemon kid, so I brought along some assistants to join me during this Let's Play. An expert, if you will.
A Pokemon Master, you can say. Hello, Angry Monkey here, and we're doing something a little different. This is not three-way stop, so it's all Viro playing. I am just along for the ride. So if you guys are expecting rage, I probably won't be raging because I'm not playing. But I figure I would join Viro on his Pokemon's journey, and um, it'll be blind for him, but I'm here for assistance and sharing memories and little tips and tricks and stuff like that.
I
So
do
that's
I do want to point out I have like dabbled in the whole them like Pokemon MMOs thing, so there might be story segments that I have seen done before, but I've never actually played the original game.
yeah. So for those who are not Pokemon masters or whatever, Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red came out in 2004, and that was their way of updating the original Red and Green version that came out in Japan in 1996. And so it's basically the storyline of what we got in America of Red and Blue version, but they called it Leaf Green and Fire Red as kind of a throwback to Red and Green. And it's a way to update because Red and Blue were very primitive, and by the time that Ruby and Sapphire came out in 2003, Pokemon series, pun intended, has evolved a lot in just that few years. And so they made Fire Red and Leaf Green to basically be on par with Generation 3 graphics of Ruby and Sapphire. And this was also the first time that you couldn't transfer previous generations over to your game. So if you got Gold, Silver, and Crystal, you can trade between Blue, Red, and Yellow. But on the Game Boy Advance, there was no way to trade um, from the previous generation. So there were a lot of Pokemon that were just locked that you couldn't get. So Fire Red and Leaf Green were ways to also complete your Pokedex in Ruby and Sapphire, or complete your Pokedex in Fire Red and Leaf Green from Ruby and Sapphire. So these were very needed um, remakes, and in my opinion, this is the best way to play a Gen 1 game. I mean, Red, Blue, and Yellow, it's nostalgic. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they look the best, but there's a lot of features in Leaf Green and Fire Red that aren't included in any other Kanto-based game. So I'm excited.
All right. Yeah, so these were released for Game Boy Advance then?
Came out around my birthday in 2004, and so I got these both of them for my 12th birthday. Yeah, I'll look up the release date.
Yeah,
Um,
for whatever reason, I was thinking that they released on Game Boy Color, but no.
Now, um, on the so we had red, blue, and yellow on the original Game Boy. Gold, silver, and crystal were for Game Boy Color, although gold and silver you can actually play on the original Game Boy. Ruby, sapphire, emerald, fire red, and leaf green, those were all released on Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so it was around my birthday. September 7th, 2004 was when it came out. So about 12 days later was my birthday. And I got both of them for my birthday. Okay. Deep green time.
Yeah, I had a. There was no right pick for me. Like, on both sides, I saw, like, Pokemon that I would like to have in the version, but yeah.
Oh, I've got both games, so I can boot up Fire Red at some point and trade over any exclusives that you might want. But
Can
um,
can you trade in these releases, or is it just through like something else?
I'm not sure how it works, but I'm sure you can because I know that they're going to be compatible with Pokemon Home at some point. But I'm pretty sure you can still trade between Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're just going through all the controls. This is one of the other reasons why I think this is the best way to be introduced to Pokemon. Really, was they have all these features of like showing you the buttons. You have like the left and right triggers on the Game Boy Advance would pull up controls like this, so you can always refer to the controls whenever you want. There's an additional thing called the Teachy TV, which this little coach dude walks on the screen and he tells you like, "Oh, this is how you catch Pokemon. This is how you do this." So um, that's another nice feature that was only in Fire Red and Leaf Green. I mean, by the time that I played these games, I was already a Pokemon master playing first 3 gens. So none of that was new to me. But I'm like, oh, this is kind of a nice feature for if this is your first time playing a game. So yeah.
And this is basically just kind of your average go out and adventure.
Pretty much. Story is basic. It's just go explore the world and catch little monsters or big monsters.
Professor Oak, I seen him in Pokemon Snap.
Oh yeah, he was. I'll let you voice characters. I mean, I can voice some characters, but I'll let you
Oh,
voice characters if you want. If not, that's fine.
I typically am not very good as far as voices.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
Like I said, this is your playthrough, so I'm just along for the ride. However you want to do this.
hello there. Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as a Pokemon professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. I can do that. Am I a boy?
Here's my social security number.
We kinda had the same wavelength for that kinda humor. Let's begin with my name. What is it?
Name whatever you want. Although this version, you can't name your character anything offensive. Like in the old games, you can name them like swear words. In this version, you can't. They actually removed that feature.
Watch my name be banned or something because it sounds weird. I don't know.
There actually was an issue with that in some versions of some Pokemon games where you couldn't trade the Pokemon Nose Pass over the global trading system because of the last few letters of that name of Nose Pass. So you actually have to nickname your Nose Pass to trade it. And I'm thinking like, that's what it's called though. Like, so they fixed that in some of the newer games, but that was one of them. Skuntank was another one because even though it's S-K-U-N-T, it sounds very similar to something else. So that was another one that I'm like, that's its name though. So they had to fix some stuff in some of the later gens, but I remember those being issues.
Is this gonna be my rival?
Yep.
This is my grandson. He's been your he's been your rival since you both were babies. Well, that's a long history there.
I guess so.
What is his name now?
Do we want to make him fruit? Since Fruit's not here.
I mean, why not?
I mean, you can name him me if you want, but Fruit would be kind of funny. Okay.
Yes,
It's gonna be a rude awakening when we start uploading these.
right.
Yeah, but I like how Professor Oak's like, what was his name again? It's like, oh,
Right.
his name is Dum Dum. It's like, that's right, his name is Dum Dum. Yeah. So yeah, it was always fun to nickname your rival something like Buttface or something. And it's like, oh, that's right, yeah, it was Buttface. I remember now.
Yeah. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go.
Here's your house, and check out your little NES there. That's where you play three-way stop, isn't it?
Sure thing. Okay, so...
So yeah, you can store items in here because you do have a limited bags space. It probably won't be much of a problem though. In the old like red and blue, it was a problem. But in these, it's not much of a problem. But there is something in the item storage if you want to go ahead and look in there.
Surprised they don't have a Game Boy laying somewhere.
Yeah. Actually, one of the things that's kind of funny is they have an NES in this version. In the I know in the original Red and Blue it was a Super Nintendo. So it's kind of interesting that they made it a regular Nintendo in the remake.
Yeah.
Keeping Super Nintendo, or make it GameCube because this came out during the GameCube era.
I would.
There's a random potion in your PC.
Yeah, I would have missed that until much later.
That would be pretty nice in this point of the game. Later on, potion doesn't really do too much, but at this point in the game, yeah, potion would be really nice. Posted notice.
If you're confused, ask for help. Yep.
Yeah, so
LNR.
that was the LNR. So yeah, it tells you on basically the controls of the game and stuff. Oh,
Right.
There's your mama.
Yep. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on. Okay, Stand By Me.
I knew that there was some kind of movie reference, but I'm glad you knew what it was because I was going to look it up. Yeah.
That's actually a pretty dark movie.
Interesting they put that in a kid's game. One of the things I always wondered was, where does your mom sleep? Because the entire upstairs is your bedroom, and this is the only other room in the house. Is you got a kitchen table, a little sink, a TV, and...
Well, the obvious answer is your mom doesn't sleep. She just cooks all day, right?
I guess so, yeah. Making you a sandwich.
Oh, boys leave home someday.
Said so on TV.
And yet, I'm only like 12 years old or something.
10 years old. Although I think they have aged the characters up a little bit in some of the other games. Like, I want to say in Black and White, I think you are 12. And then in, like, Legend ZA, I think you're like 17 or something.
Hmm.
So here we are in Pallet Town. Home sweet home.
Definitely. Shades of your journey awaits. Kind of weird to have these signs around.
Every town needs a sign.
Is that...
Oh, look. I'm not gonna voice.
Oh,
I mean, I'll voice some, but like, I was like, oh, look. Yeah. I don't want to my dad's home, so I don't want to create like weird voices and be like, what is he doing down there? So, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you can look at the sign now. It's,
trainer tips. Press start to open the menu. I can definitely do that. Ah, okay. Yep. Them are definitely some tips.
yep.
What are you?
I watched a video of a guy, Papa C. He does a lot of Pokemon videos, and he kind of points out of like, I don't know where these people live because the only houses that are in Pallet Town is like your house and your rival's house and the lab. So like, who is this guy? Where does he live? Where is she? Like, where does she live and all that?
Right.
Someone's been cooking. Well, yeah.
Apparently everybody cooks.
Yep. And the funny thing here is this house mirrors ours from the outside, but we have an upstairs, and our rival doesn't have an upstairs.
Mmm.
Big map of Kanto region. This would be helpful or useful.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hi, Viro. My brother Fruit is out at the Grandpa's lab. Okay, so apparently my rival.
Well, at least Professor Oak remembers his granddaughter's name, but couldn't remember his grandson's name.
Yeah, that's a bit. Wait.
That's your house.
I already got turned around. So awesome.
It's okay. It's hard to get lost in Pallet Town. There's only 3 houses. Just wait till you get to like Saffron City. You
Right.
might get lost.
I studied Pokemon as Professor Oak's. What's this? I'd?
I guess it's a weird spelling of aid. Maybe it's like some fancy spelling. Yeah, I never spell aid that way, but
Professor Oak may not look like much, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon traders hold him in high regard.
yeah, he couldn't remember his grandson's name.
It's cause his grandson isn't a Pokemon.
I was about to say the same thing. He's like, if he were a Pokemon, he'd remember. Oh, there's our buddy Fruit.
What? It's only Viro? Gramps isn't around.
Oh, we should probably go find him then.
Probably, but I also... There's an email message here. Finally, the ultimate trainers of the Pokemon League are ready to take on all comers. Bring your best Pokemon and see how you rate as a trainer. Pokemon League headquarters, Indigo Plateau?
Plateau.
Yeah, sure.
I said plateau when I was a kid because I'm like, I don't know what that word is.
This is why I don't read.
It's okay.
Professor Oak, please visit us.
Slapping you a little bit.
Yeah.
I stumble over my words all the time. It's okay.
You can imagine when I'm trying to read the names of some of these anime shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like they get a little crazy. Some of those anime titles. I understand. It doesn't help when Vox accidentally like has a typo in there or something, which that has happened before.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we just need to find the professor.
Yep. Okay. I didn't think I clicked anything to read a sign, but
Oh, maybe you did. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if that happens, where if you just walk up to a sign, it automatically like. I can't remember.
well, where were you hiding?
Exactly. We searched the entire town, and you were nowhere to be found.
It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me.
Now, there are jokes on where Professor Oak was, because there's jokes of he sends you off on your adventure so that way he can spend time with your mom.
Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Fruit, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait.
What are you doing here? Oh yeah, I remember.
Here, Vyra. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. Yes, they are. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. And then you couldn't cut it, so you became a professor.
Yeah, then you send young kids to do your bidding now.
But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You mean you can't go out there and capture some wild ones just randomly? To have more?
There's a couple Pokemon that are on the route above you, but yeah, apparently there's only one of each of these 3. So unfortunately, whoever you pick, you can't get the other 2 at any point in the game unless they're traded over to you. So it is a choose wisely thing, but at the same time, they're all good. There's no wrong answer.
Yeah.
Fire Red and Leaf Green, and I guess Red, Blue, and Yellow are kind of interesting, where they kind of have a built-in, like, easy, medium, hard difficulty based on the Pokemon you choose. Based on, like, how they match up against the gym leaders and stuff. So that's up to you on which one you want, but they're all good. I've used all 3, obviously, and I'm able to build a team around whichever one I pick. So yeah, you got Bulbasaur, Squirtle. Okay.
I had an idea of what I wanted.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Squirtle's who I started off with in blue version back in all those years ago.
Mm-hmm. It probably helped that Blastoise was the one on the cover of blue, right?
Yeah, and I think that's why I picked blue over red. Plus, I like the color blue more than red. But when I was a kid, even before I got the Pokemon games, I followed like the Pokemon anime and I had the toys and stuff. But I just really gravitated towards Squirtle. Yeah. Oh, you're just gonna name him Squirtle?
Nope.
Oh, Squirt. Oh, Squirt. Okay, okay.
It looks a bit funny, but...
No, that's fine.
And of course, you're gonna take, Bulbasaur.
Yeah, he's always gonna pick the one that is strong against yours.
Yep.
Now, in the later games, they changed that, because, like, your rivals always pick the one that's weak to you, and I don't know why they would, but...
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wait, Vyro, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on.
Let's battle! So here's your first battle of the game. Rival
I probably don't have a lot of options other than to tackle or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can tackle and either growl or tail whip. I think it's tail whip. I can't remember. I know Bulbasaur has growl. I know Charmander has tail whip. Squirtle is probably tail whip, but I could be wrong.
I mean, yeah, I've never had a Pokemon battle.
So the professor was like, "Oh, great! You are going now inside my lab." Oh, what am I gonna do with my grandson? Yeah, he's just walking you through, like, okay, this is what you do. Kind of walking you through your HP, his HP, and obviously,
Yep.
F-Zero. Yeah, standard RPG.
Right. For sure. Alright, we're gonna fight, so I have Tail Whip and Tackle.
So, tackle is a standard
Attack.
combat attack, and tail whip, it would lower his defense. So
Okay.
growl would lower his attack, tail whip would lower defense. So that's up to you. A lot of times I just spam tackle, but it's also a good strategy to use tail whip, so that way your tackle does more damage. So it's up to you on how you want to do your strategy.
I'm gonna see something. I'm gonna do tackle first to see how much damage it does.
Okay.
So about five hit points. Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Then we are gonna try tail whip now.
Okay.
Does the statuses stack?
They do.
Like if you do 2 tail whips?
And yeah, you can lower or raise stats by like 6 points. So you lowered Bulbasaur's defense once, so it's like you can do it like 5 more times. It all depends if you see like lowers or raises, or like sharply lowers or raises, which that would be like 2 points up or down.
I don't really need to do that this early in the game, but
yeah, especially since he's spamming tackles. Oh wow! Okay, that was good. That was 1 tail whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got this, unless he crits. Oh, he's faster now. Okay, you got it.
Right.
You won your first Pokemon battle.
That tail whip did do something different. Like, it would have taken a little bit longer to spam tackle, but
yeah, that tail whip made a difference.
Saved a turn.
Yeah.
Or something like that, anyways.
Oh, yeah, it probably saved you a turn. Yeah, you're now level 6. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It's the wrong one.
So, I'm probably not going to be announcing the intros and outros really that much. Like,
that's fine.
When I'm...
Unless you want to just a standard, like, hey guys, it's Vyro kind of thing, and like just have a standard, like, hello and goodbye or something, that you would just, like, tack on.
Because I'll probably cut off... Yeah, I'll probably just cut off the first episode somewhere around here.
Okay.
And then... Yeah, I'll probably do a kind of standard introduction whenever I plan to cut something off.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I'm just along for the ride.
Alright, you got $80.
80.
At least I think that's dollars.
Yeah, most people call them Poké Dollars. Yeah, there's not... We don't really know what the actual thing is. We just call them Poké Dollars. Most fans. It works pretty similar to like Japanese yen, so like it's almost like 80 yen, but
yeah.
Yeah.
If you win, you earn prize money, and your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. Vyro, Gramps, smell you later.
Smell you later.
That fruit is really rude.
He is. We need to tell him that and talk to him on how rude he is.